get it, man. Everybody, literally, that I see, that I know, that I've met, that have talked to me and shit, will tell me how proud they are, how, they will tell me about myself, how much of a boss I became, how much I've changed, how good I'm doing, how above and beyond I am compared to everybody, especially I'm 26 right now, just turned 26 yesterday and shit. So I was getting all this at 25, 24 type shit. But listening to all this shit be getting so fucking overwhelming sometimes, and then it goes into, it's either overwhelming and shit because they be really talking like godly about me. They talk high. People and people in certain lifestyles and shit will go long ways about me, for me. Literally. And then it'll feel like I'll be hearing it so much that shit just, it doesn't even feel the same anymore. You feel me? It doesn't hit me the same, especially knowing that I'm not even there and shit, or knowing that I'm still fucking up. They see the outside, but they can't see the inside and shit. What's in my head, what I'm going through, mentally and shit. They can see what I've created, but they'll never understand what I've really been going through throughout this whole fucking time, but. Created something huge, going through pain and depression this whole time, still creating something huge. Imagine what I could do without this depression. Imagine what I could do without the liquor, the cigarettes, the weed. Imagine with the fucking, just certain habits, dog. Imagine what I could do without all that. Nigga, I'll be focused, but I'll be more disciplined, nigga. I'll be more at peace with myself. My mind won't be thinking, negative thoughts as much as shit because I don't got all that toxic shit, bro. And knowing all this, my nigga, I ask why haven't I fucking changed it then? If I know all this, why can't? What the fuck? Why I keep asking myself this question and shit, feeling like such a pussy every time I ask myself this shit, cause I know, nigga, it starts with me. You feel me? But you could be your worst enemy, dog. And that. To me, it sounds like a huge excuse and shit coming out my mouth and shit. But until you go through it and shit, you'll understand my words. Cause the devil don't attack you when you comfortable and shit. He gonna come at you when you trying to change, and he gonna come. He gonna come at you in other forms, other people, but really he gonna come at you in your head. He gonna come after that you and shit. You feel me? The nigga that's in your head and shit. And when you down and shit, nigga, that shit be overpowering sometimes. And then that lifestyle be so unconsciously happening and shit, used to it, that I'll unconsciously still do these bad habits and shit, knowing, even though I had this conversation with myself tonight and shit, every night, nigga. Niggas be dead ass, bro, talking so good about me, man. And I used to be the worst type of person before prison, nigga. 6 years it took me to create this name, bro, and everywhere I go, it's so high. It's a blessing, B. But why can't I fucking see it in myself, man? Why can't I just let myself be me, that real me, dog, my potential, my fucking, what I'm meant to be. Why do I, knowing that this lifestyle is gonna keep me depressed, keep me down, why do I keep myself in it? Yo, what's stopping me from fully that switch, that snap? What the fuck is stopping me from just snapping out this shit, B? Knowing all this, Nigga, knowing that this shit's gonna change my fucking life, dogs. What the fuck is still holding me back? Man, what do I gotta like go through or hear or figure out to really fully be committed into, yo, this ain't my fucking life. Nigga, this. And the devil laughing at me right now and shit, cause you know, God been tugging at me for the longest and shit, and I feel it, you know, wholeheartedly, cause that's who's I walked through him. I've walked through him right now. You know, I walked through his words and shit, but the lifestyle is for stopping me from being wholeheartedly walking through him and shit. And I know this, but I know all this shit, man. I am what I make my life, you know. Life is so simple as long as you keep it simple. It's really in your head. You change your thoughts, you know, you change your mood, whatever you manifest these negative thoughts. You know, the negative thoughts is gonna manifest into you and shit. You know, you gotta always keep positive thoughts, regardless. Even if I fucked up today, keep a positive thought, yes. But how the fuck can I, you know, how can I keep a positive thought if I know I'm still fucking up? And if I know I'm still letting myself, yo, what the fuck, dogs? If I know all this shit, bro, and I know, nigga, that it's been like 8 months I've been bitching about this, making videos, so it's been way longer, but it's been 8 months, 9 months since I've been making videos and shit about all this, about changes, about, you know, habits, about the lifestyle that we could really chase and have once we realize this shit within yourself, nigga. Everybody will say, yo, you just, you know, just live life and shit, you feel me, you'll get there, but nigga, this shit ain't living life, but there's a whole nother life out there, dogs. Like, really inspiring and shit, man. A whole nother life out there. And I'll be able to inspire and help so much more people when I get there. What question do I gotta ask myself? What do I have to go through? What the fuck am I still bitching about this shit for? What am I gonna say tomorrow, you know, when I let this shit happen again and I fuck myself up? I'm basically self-destructing, dogs. Working a job, then working on my roofing company, then going out to fucking just fuck myself up and repeating that shit, dogs, every day. While taking care of, you know, my baby, my son, 3 years old, God bless. But that shit's, you know, lately now it's gotten to the point where I feel like, yo, I'm going in self-destruct type shit, nigga. Like, I'm really, every time I try and change something, bro, I'll fuck myself up even harder, nigga. You know, I'll say, okay, I'm done drinking. Then I'll fucking drink a whole bottle to the face and just smash myself. Even worse than the day fucking before. Nigga, before I had the thought about, yo, it's changing this shit. Nigga, the devil will really come at you so much harder when you're trying to change. Nigga, and you will really become so negative to yourself, just letting yourself, making any excuse to just go back into that comfortable lifestyle that fucking nigga was in and shit. What's it gonna take, but I wanna be me again. I want that fucking lifestyle, nigga. Cause this ain't me right now, bro. I'm lost. know, and I feel real. I'm deep, dog. And I need to find my way out this shit, but what the fuck is it gonna take, man? And this shit sound pussy as fuck, cause I could really just do it. How strong I am. Tomorrow, just stop this shit. But if that was the case, nigga, I would've fucking been stop this shit, dogs. Jose's thoughts, man. Genius thoughts and shit. Cause this shit rare. And I know that God's blessed me with really a different brain. You know, on a way higher IQ level than a lot of people. To even be understood when I'm talking shit. I'm gonna get out this shit, man, but I just had to talk. Can't talk to nobody, so I talk to myself and shit. Nobody understands me. When I talk to other people, they'll give me their words of advice and shit. But then once I throw that shit right back at them, you know, cause then I'll start to try and question what they're going through in life, and if they've been through this situation, whatever, and if they're still going through it. And a lot of times, you know, it's mostly always contradicting and shit. So to be able to understand, you know, knowing these thoughts but still doing it, they just told me, you know, the words of wisdom that they know, but then they contradicted themselves once I, you know, switched it up and shit. And and then they could get a taste of what I'm going through, basically. But even them, you know, they're too lost to even, you know, they don't want to fucking accept just having conversations with themselves to see what the fuck really, to figure themselves out. But I'm done tonight, man. Good night, y'all.